All right, what is poppin'? What is good? It is your older brother Brumal, and we are back with some more Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. But before we get started with that, if you haven't already, go ahead and pause this video and go spend some time with God, whether that's praying or just reading a couple of chapters, verses out of your Bible. Just read something until you get it. Now, my uncle actually just sent me something. Once again, he always likes to send Proverbs to me, and I appreciate it. Proverbs, there's always a book that you can always go back to. It's the Book of Wisdom. And let's see, which one did he send to me today? He sent me Proverbs chapter 9, verse 9. All right, give instruction to the wise man, and he will be still wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. Ooh, I actually remember this one. But yeah, the idea behind this is to be willing to listen to wisdom. In order to get understanding, you must be willing to receive wisdom. Consider what Jesus said back in Matthew 13:12. So you guys can go ahead and read Matthew 13:12 if you want to know more, if you want better context for that. But going back on with the devotion, the more you receive, the more you will be given. The less you receive, even what you have will be taken away. The Bible tells us the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. In order to receive this understanding, one must be willing to receive the word of the Holy Spirit. All right. So I don't know where my uncle gets these stuff. I never actually asked him. He just sends this to me. He just sends me these things. I think he types them up and then just go I don't know if he's reading from a book or something like that, or a devotional book that he has, and he just types them in and sends them to me. But regardless of what it is, I appreciate it. And since he shares those stuff with me because he loves me and because I love you guys, I want to share it with you as well. So let's go ahead and man, it's been a minute since last time we played. Let's see. Last time I played was March 22nd. It is April 9th, guys. It's April 9th. Believe it or not, it's been a long time since I played. It's been like 3 weeks, I think, since I played. Maybe 2 weeks. And reason why, freaking Crimson Desert came out, and that game has, oh my gosh, that game is, woo-wee. I don't know what to tell y'all. That game is great. That game is amazing. I've been spending a lot of time on that game, and I'm still in the first tutorial area. But hold on, I gotta figure out what we were doing. All right. So they want us to come in here. I pretty much knew that, I guess. I don't know. I had to go back and look. Oh, it's Fran. I don't know who we're talking to. Can I talk to Fran? Oh, yep. Talking to Fran. Oh, Lloyd. What's up, baby girl? How you doing? Hello again. Yeah, we saw the request on the terminal, so here we are. Great. I've been waiting for you guys. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Rebecca, the head receptionist at the CPD. I thought Fran was. And I'm Fran Seeker, also a receptionist at the CPD. I don't think I had the chance to properly introduce myself the other day. Yeah, I suppose you didn't. That day wasn't one of our finest moments. What you mean to say is that we were scolded by the Vice Commissioner, after we let a bracer steal all our credit. Don't remind me. Tio? Oh dear. Well, I'm so sorry, everyone. That's pretty unfortunate for your first day. Yeah, don't let it bother you too much. The SSS was only established recently, so I'm sure you all are still trying to get the hang of things. If you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to rely on us, okay? I would say thank you, but I know that the game doesn't operate that way. You gotta rely on guides if you want. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, thank you very much. Yeah. Warms my heart to see that we've got an angel like you on our side, or looking out for us. Ugh. What am I reading? I'm just making up words in my head now. Well, you're too kind. So, would you mind explaining the additional details regarding the support requests? Of course. Let's get started. First of all, HQ has assigned a dedicated operator to support the SSS. And that's our very own Fran right here. Well, it's a pleasure to work with you all. An operator? Yeah, haven't you seen The Matrix? Anyway, so Fran, you'll be supporting us via our Enigmas? I almost read that as Ingeniums. I'm like, why? I don't know why My Hero was in my head. I haven't watched that show in a year. I still need to finish it. Last thing I remember was Yeah, last thing I remember was Bakugo was about to die, I think. I think that was the last thing I remember. I don't. He was like, which time? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, all right, well. It's like, well, my specialty isn't really supporting you guys in the field. My main duty is to help report and process the completion of the support request. This will be done via the Orbital Network. Alright, well, you kind of lost me on this one. In other words, the SSS will be accepting a myriad of different requests from now on. And once we finish these requests, Fan will process the reports that we submit to her through our terminal in the SSS building. Ah, so then that means we don't have to come to the headquarters every time that we want to submit a report, is that right? Precisely. Once your reports are approved and processed within the system, we will send the proper compensation your way. Furthermore, when your DP accumulates, why couldn't I read that? Because you can't read, shut up. Beyond a certain threshold, your detective rank will also increase. Feel free to ask me anything about it later. Basically, these are my new duties as the very first operator of the SSS. I see. Well, that makes sense. Well, shouldn't she be in the building with us then? I don't know. Whew, okay, sorry, give me one sec. Sorry about that. Alright. So we can avoid all that irritating paperwork by using the terminal down at the SSS building, yeah? And that's right. It's actually a part of the Orbital Network Initiative in Crossbell. Tio has the terminal at the Tio has the terminal at the SSS been installed. Oh, has. I said. Okay. I was reading that all as one thing and not putting a space between Tio because I didn't see the comma. I thought that was a period. For those who don't know, I'm actually playing on a reduced screen right now, so I can see the audio levels and all that just to make sure. Because I've had a few times before in the past where I've recorded and then my audio just vanished, and I was just like, oh crap. So I have it up on the same screen since I only have one monitor and I'm playing on a reduced screen, which means the text is smaller. So, but anyways, Tio, has the terminal at the SSS been installed and tested yet? Yes, it is ready for reports anytime. Good to hear. Well then, please allow me to explain the additional details regarding your support requests. If there's anything you don't understand, please feel free to ask questions. Asking all them questions. Alright. What are the support requests? These are basically bracer requests. Where do we check available requests? I think we can either come here or to the building. How do we submit a report? They just said it to her or back at our building. And what is their... So detective rank is basically bracer rank from the last game. But, you know, let's see. Requests submitted by various individuals. Alright, these requests are assistance from... Alright, with the exception of a few cases, you will retain the right to decide whether you'll accept them or not, just like in the first game. Yep, I was right. Alright, where do we check in? Alright, request we accept the reports and special examining across the details. Recommend that you make a habit of checking the terminal each morning, okay? When we submit the report here or back at our base? Oh, at the terminal. Okay, never mind. We can't come here then. Alright, we'll be able to process via the Orbital Network based on the contents of the request. You'll be compensated. Alright, and then... Okay, so they already explained all this stuff. But yeah, anyways, alright. I don't have any more questions. Alright. I believe that should wrap up the explanation of the support quest. So, when you return to the SSS, try pressing the report option on your terminal screen. I'll make sure to send more support requests your way as they come in. Yeah, got it. Thanks you two. Alright, so that was easy. Can I talk to everyone else back in here in this building? Just the lockers. Oh, this is a larger building than I thought. Whoa, is that you, Lloyd? Long time no see. Oh, Kate, it's good to see you again. Huh? You know her, Lloyd? Yeah, from the police academy. She already graduated by the time I was there, but I still like to drop by and visit every now and again. I learned a lot under Kate. Everything from firing a gun to regular classroom lessons. Boy, you can fire a gun and you use tonfas? What in the world? Oh yeah, I had a ton of fun showing Lloyd the ropes. No matter what you threw at him, he'd always pick it up lightning fast. You know, that division that you were assigned to is quite unorthodox, I'll admit. It's got me a little worried. But don't forget, good things come to those who work hard. I'm sure it'll pay off. Yeah, sure you're right. Now I'm even more worried. I'd have to disagree with that statement. I've seen plenty of people who have worked hard and never reaped the benefits of anything. So, not saying that it's completely untrue, because it's not. Like, it can be true, but it can also be untrue as well. So yeah, just because you work hard does not mean you will receive the benefits. And this is not me trying to sound pessimistic. This is just me being real. Or this is me just seeing it from an actual realistic point of view. When people say, yeah, it sometimes working hard does not pay out. Not all the time, but sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, anyways. I think it's clear that the special support section is the black sheep of the CPD. Oh, just a regular officer. I don't care about no-named NPCs. Okay, I'll just say, what's the button? Oh, hey, look. Hey, looks like you guys are already hard at work. Now, I'll be honest, you may be police officers, but you'll find very few people in your corner at the here at HQ. Try not to pick any fights, alright? Huh, is it that bad? Well, the more hardcore guys in the force think of you as discount bracers. We're Timu bracers? That's crazy. So the fact that you're even associated with us dealt a severe blow to their pride. Doesn't matter if you live on your own detached office. Most of the department considers you an eyesore. Right. It seems that we are fortunate to have our office in a separate building. Well, don't let it bother you too much. Just focus on getting settled into your jobs. That's the easiest shortcut to knocking those guys off their high horses. Yeah, that's true. So, Fran told me that you guys ended up staying in that weird new division. Pretty gutsy move, to be honest. Regardless, I'm always willing to help some rookies out. Feel free to ask me anything that you're unclear on, and I'll do my very best to answer. Yeah, thanks. We appreciate it. And by the way, are you free right now, my dear Ellie? Terrible. He's still trying to hit on her. What do you say we go grab some lunch together? I have to respectfully decline. Ah, really? Well, I guess you're a tough nut to crack, huh? Terrible. I thought Randy came on too strong. Hey, can't beat him down for trying. I know some people, it's like, oh my god, that guy fucking weird. Yeah, well. Anyways. Oh, someone's coming out. Ah, dang it. Tim. Ugh, what are you mutts doing here? This place has no use for outcasts like you. Yeah, that right? I cannot deny the outcast part. But more importantly, I see that you didn't bother to heed my advice. Didn't I tell you to refuse the assignment of the special support section? It's a waste of CPD funding. That's why that was only established. Alright, because of that dang circuit. Okay, I read that completely wrong in my head. It's trash! Meaningless! A rotten ship that will sink in half a year. I even went out of my way to warn you about out of the kindness of my heart. Excuse me, Vice Commissioner. Weren't you in a hurry? Yes, I am a busy man. I nearly forgot thanks to a lot of you. Listen, leave the hard work to the capable detectives and don't make a mess. Got it? Just keep an eye on the citizens and make sure that they stay happy. Don't go prowling where you don't belong. Now get back to that dump you call an office. That really strains my voice doing that, but hey, I'm committed. Should we still take the elevator or no? Hate to say it, but I get the feeling that we're not even recognized as police officers around here. They'd probably just see it as us barging in. It may be prudent of us to avoid going upstairs, unless we have some special business to attend to. I got special business. Let me upstairs right now. Wow, this game sucks. 3 out of 10 IGN. Doesn't let me do what I want. Alright, let's see. Now I gotta figure out what we gotta do next. Alrighty, so now we need to make our way back to the SPD Emergency Power Rangers. SPD was probably like the only good Power Rangers show that Disney came out with. I can tell you that much. And that's saying something because I don't like Disney in the slightest. That's a lie. I like the Goofy movie, Aristocats, Big Hero 6, and The Incredibles. Is The Incredibles Disney? No, Incredibles isn't Disney. Yeah, Incredibles not Disney. What was another one? Lilo and Stitch. That's right, Lilo and Stitch. Those are the only 4 good Disney movies. Everything else is pretty buns. All right. So, all we have to do is use a terminal and report our progress to the headquarters, right? That is correct. We should try testing it. All right, and told me to check requests. Oh, hello. You reached the CPD. This is Fran speaking. Well then, allow me to go over your reports. All right, let's see. And that looks like it. That's what we should have completed at this point. Remember, you get extra BP for making sure the kid stays with you to go find his friend, as well as keeping them both untouched during the fight, which can be very RNG. As y'all remember, it was very RNG for me because the dude went straight to him, killed him instantly, and then tried to go to him again and tried to kill him, but he missed, and I was able to focus my attention on that one and killing them. So yeah, that's just how the game goes sometimes. All right. If you finish more support quests, please let me know. Got you, baby girl. I see. That was really quick. So from here on out, we just need to report in. Right, we just need to report in like that whenever we complete request. Another update. It appears that more requests have already been added to our system. We should verify each one, just to be safe. All right, we got 3 quests, or 3 new ones. We have lost item search. What's this one? I lost some items in the city. I'm looking for someone to help me find them. For details, please see me at the hotel at Millennium in the entertainment district. Be waiting in my room. This one, vacancy verification. The city's residential affairs division is reviewing residents registration. We are seeking assistance from the CPD in verifying vacant units. For more information, please inquire at Crossbell City Hall reception desk by the end of the day. And then we have an urgent quest. Urgent ones put the story forward, move the story forward, I think. A dangerous monster, Megalobat, has been sighted in the Geofront's A1 sector. We ask that the special support section deal with this threat swiftly. Items of note. It uses the weight of his body to damage with high power attacks. Be alert. Huh. Well, that's a lot. More monsters in the Geofront, huh? So this is the extermination request. From what I've heard, those are usually handled by the Bracer Guild. Well, we do know that Arios is out of town, and we saw that there were 2 more bracers upstairs, so maybe they can handle it. But anyways, hear me out, guys. Why don't we take care of this extermination ourselves? You want to? Looking for a bit of redemption, Lloyd? Yeah, I am. It was only because of Arios McLean that we came out unscathed last time. If we had time to If we had time to prepare, I genuinely believe that we could have handled it on our own. Besides, today's our first official day on the job, so why not start off with a bang? Yeah, so why not start off with a bang? You make a compelling argument. It seems troublesome, but you may have a point. Like the way you think, Lloyd. We better get back to work and fixing up that questionable image. Now that we got a plan, I guess we should head to the geofront when we're ready. Yeah. Some are mandatory. These are marked as urgent. Alright, yep. I was right. Urgent quests let you on. So, one of them, we need to go to the hotel. That's where they asked us to go. Alright. I'm so done with walking. I might as well cut my losses and just head home. Excuse me, sir. By any chance, did you submit a request to the SSS? Oh, are you guys police officers? Ooh. I didn't think you were actually going to come. Well, we're here to help. Your request mentioned that you lost some of your belongings. Could you explain to us how that happened exactly? Yeah, of course. Sorry, this just got so frustrating. I don't even have the energy to cry anymore. You see, I love shopping, so I thought I'd spend the day checking out some random shops around city. I eventually noticed that there was a gaping hole in my bag, but it was already too late. My stuff had already fallen out. Wait a minute, so you mean to tell me that your stuff fell out of your bag and you didn't feel the shift in the weight? I searched for what felt like forever, but I still couldn't find any of my belongings. Well, that really sucks, man. It's almost been a full day, though. Doubt your stuff is hanging out where you dropped it, to be honest. There is a chance that a passerby may have picked up your belongings and turned them in somewhere. Would you please state the locations that you visited during your shopping spree? Ah, sure thing. As you expect, I stopped by the department store first. I spent a good amount of time there with all the new brand name stuff they had on display. Can you blame me? Sorry. That's besides the point. Anyways, I went to see East Street's Market after that. And it wasn't until I stopped to rest near the Park Harbor that I noticed the tear. Okay, yeah, you went pretty much all over then. No, because the harbor is right next to the East Market, so never mind. I searched everywhere, but even after spending the whole day looking, I couldn't find diddly squat. Diddy? No! This game came out before that, guys. It came out before all the crap. Anyways. He said diddly anyways. I know what he said. I think I ended up losing my wallet, a souvenir. I think I ended up losing my wallet, a souvenir that I bought, and something else. I'm pretty sure I lost 3 things in total, but about that last one. Alright, you're gonna have to tell us that you're gonna tell us that you can't remember what it was, aren't you? Well, that should be enough for us to go on. We'll start by searching around the places that you visited. Times, East Street, and the Harbor District. Those are our commercial areas. It'll probably save us a lot of time and effort if we just simply ask the workers there if they know anything. Awesome. Let me know if you find anything. Alright, so we're gonna make our way to the harbor. Not the harbor, but the commercial district. It's an administrative district. Alright, so this isn't the first place we're supposed to go to. We're supposed to go here. Times. And we're gonna talk to one of these girls. Alright, the Times department store. This is one of the locations Trot visited. Alright. He may have lost his belongings here. Excuse me. Do you happen to have a lost item found here? You've lost something of yours? It's like, oh my gosh, I forgot they sounded like this. This front deck's more for, yeah, is like more or less serves as a lost and found, and we have a few things on hand. It's like, what are you looking for? Yup, the sweat drop exactly. It's like, why do they sound like that? I'm pretty sure Randy would mind anyways. A few things, eh? You got any Tron stuff? It's like, who the heck is Tron? I'm sorry. We have to do it every time, guys. Well, hopefully I'm not that, hopefully I'm not that shocked that they find a lot of drop stuff given how big the building times is. Trent said he lost his wallet, a souvenir, and a third thing. Upon reflection, it might have been wise to ask for more details about each of the items. Huh, wait a minute. Are you referring to the customer whose wallet fell out of the hole in his bag? Why was the wallet in his bag? Most men keep their wallets in their back pockets. That's him. Oh, thank goodness. Someone ended up seeing him drop it after all. Not quite. We only discovered it after the fact. It's just that he stuck out like a sore thumb. He most certainly did. He was happily laughing and cracking jokes with every person that he ran into. It was actually quite annoying. And then when he was on his way out, his bag caught on one of the display cases. It was only when that we were cleaning up after that we found the wallet. Well then, I cannot say that I am surprised to hear this. Well, he never bothered to come here to search for it. Poor guy must have given up already. Guess that's why he ended up coming to us for help. Please, wait a minute. We'll bring it right away. Don't worry, guys. I'm sick of the voice, too. Here you are, but it's actually quite funny to me. It makes me laugh. I'm narcissistic. It makes me laugh. I laugh at my own jokes, dang it. Anyways. Well, thanks, you two. You're lifesavers. Our pleasure. And just make sure that he gets it back in the right hands. Alright, we're done with that. We are done with that. Let's leave, please. Alrighty, so next time we are going to Lao. Blue hair merchant. Yep, I'm looking for you. Is that a man or a woman? I think that's a man. That's a dude, right? That has to be a dude. Anyways. East Street Marketplace. Trump mentioned that he came here. Maybe his lost item is somewhere in the area. Excuse me, do you happen to have found any lost items around here lately? Well, lost something? I think that's a dude. No, that's a girl. Marte? I have no idea. We're just gonna do neutral voice because my regular voice, because I actually don't know. Actually, wait a sec. Now that you mention it, there was a young man who dropped something here yesterday. Anyway, I remember him because he made some dumb joke when he stopped by my stall. I don't think he noticed the gaping hole in his bag because a package fell out of it when he wasn't paying attention. He lost his wallet first, right? So how did he pay for anything? I have no idea. Anyways, when I saw that it was lying there, I tried to chase after him to give it back, but he was already gone. I think it's a dude. Well, nice. Looks like we hit the jackpot. So, were you police? Yeah, so were you police folks who were sent to come get it for him? All right, guess I'll leave it to you then. And then the next place, I believe. Is it you? Okay, yeah. John did say that he spent some time in the Harbor District, so he might have dropped it somewhere near here. Excuse me. Have you seen any items lying around on the ground recently? Oh, are you looking for something? Actually, now that you mention it, there was some weirdo hanging out in the park earlier. I remember him yelling about a hole in his bag at some point, You think that it'd end up the... Yeah, you think it was the end of the world with how much he was freaking out over it. That certainly sounds like him. I only saw him from a distance, so I have no clue what he might have lost. Yeah, that's too bad. Hold on. One of my customers mentioned finding something on the ground earlier today. She hangs out in a park around here pretty often. So it shouldn't be hard to find her. Why not asking her for details? And I know, okay, so it was that little girl, that NPC that I was looking at earlier. Where is she? Oh, she's right here. Yeah, it is her. I clicked on her beforehand. Excuse me. Would you happen to see anything lying around here recently? Something that seemed left behind? Oh my, lost something, have we? I actually found something stuck in the grass on the outskirts of the park. I was kind of curious, so I picked it up. And just in time, too. It was nearly blown away by the wind. Blown away by the wind? Our client couldn't recall what his third missing item was, so I suppose nothing is out of question. What is it exactly? I take it that you guys are looking into this. Here, it's all yours. A Republic-bound ticket. A train ticket? Doubt he's going anything without this bad boy. Well, well, he won't have to worry about it now. We managed to retrieve all the missing items. Great work, guys. Let's go back to Trant and tell him the good news. I'm sure that he'll be glad to see his valuables again. I'm pretty sure you will too. So yeah, let's go ahead. Get that train ticket. I am in the wrong area. Gotta go over here. Well, you said you lost 3 items, correct? Luckily, we were able to track them down. Here you are. And please, don't drop them again, okay? You might want to buy a new bag so that this doesn't happen again. You guys are miracle workers. This is definitely my stuff. And here I was about to give up on ever finding them and head home. Excuse me, but how would you have gotten home without your wallet? Or your ticket, for that matter? You know what? You make a pretty good point there. Anyways, thanks for the help. Contacting the police was sort of a last-ditch option in my mind. I mean, you guys were great, but I haven't heard the best things about the CPD. Like, I was really surprised when you 4 even showed up to help at all. I see. I mean, he has every right to think that, given everything that he's heard about the CPD, of course. But anyways, I think I'm finally starting to get why the SSS was made. Isn't it wonderful, though? The feeling of helping out someone in need? At any rate, that should be it for requests. Alrighty. Okay, so that took about 30 minutes to do. Not the quest, but just up until this point. I am going to tackle all 3 requests in this video, but unfortunately I gotta start getting ready for work, so we'll come back to this at a different time. For me, it might be a couple days later. For y'all, it'll only be a second. Alright, so when I said it was going to be a couple of days, it's actually been almost 2 months. It is now, like, when I last recorded, let me show y'all real quick. When we last recorded, it was, yeah, as you can see, it was April 9th. It is now May 26th. Oh man, it just turned May 26th. It is actually 12:17 in the morning right now, guys. I have just been extremely busy this past month. To the point where it's just like, I just didn't really have it in me to record anything, but I think I have a new, I think I'm going to get through it now, guys. Just being able to record again. So hopefully, I mean, you know, hopefully I'll be able to, but if not, I just, yeah, if I just won't. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go to... I do kind of remember what we were doing. I had to talk to this chick. Alright. Welcome to Crossbell City. If you're here to pay for utilities or to change your address, you've come to the right place. Feel free to inquire about additional services. Excuse us, we're with the CPD. We're here in response to a support request submitted by City Hall. Oh, you're with the police. Wonderful. I wasn't expecting you to respond so quickly. Right. Could you give us more details about the request, please? I believe it had something to do with confirming vacancies of certain residences. What, we're supposed to do a census now? A general census? Anyways. Yes, of course. Allow me to explain. You're all familiar with resident registrations, correct? Yeah, oh my goodness, I said that completely wrong. Anyways. Anyone wishing to move to Crossbell must visit us to register for residency. The reality is, people will freely move in and out of the city without going through the appropriate avenues. In other words, they're illegal aliens and must be deported. I'm kidding, guys. I know I'll probably set off a lot of people just now with that. Anyways. It's a joke. It's a joke. It becomes more and more difficult for us to keep track of it all. I see. Therefore, we're seeking your help to verify any vacant residences in the city. We need to rectify our documents that have any mislabeled vacancies. Basically, we're trying to prevent any squatters from happening. Squatters. Have you guys ever had to deal with squatters? I never had to deal with squatters. I've only ever seen them like on TV shows or anything, so I don't know how that actually goes down in real life. But, oops, there we go. The folks over at the Residential Affairs have their hands full, so we'd greatly appreciate the assistance. You telling us that all we have to do is play errand boys for the government? Yeah, don't be rude, Randy. Verifying vacancies is actually important to catching certain criminal activities. Filing documents in a timely manner is critical. Oh yeah? Huh, go figure. It'd be good for us to walk around the city and get the lay of things while we're at it. Will you be able to help us then? Absolutely. I need those detective points. Well, thank you very much. I'll hand these documents over to you then. These files are relevant to the request and will guide you in your work. Understood. We'll be able to look them over. Thank you. Or we'll be sure. I looked out that word. Vacancy list! Alright, let's see. There are 3 different locations in total. There's one near the entrance of the residential district. Looks like the next one's on East Street, huh? According to this address, it's to the right of the Bracer Guild. To the right of the Bracer Guild? Sweet. That'll be pretty easy to remember. Last one looks like it's in the downtown district. It's an apartment complex known as Lotus Heights. Oh, I think we've been there. I think I know exactly which apartment building that is. There appears to be 3 documented vacancies. Just a moment, please. I'll note this down in the detective notebook. Scribble, scribble. Okay, all done. Ah, thanks for taking care of that, Ellie. Alright, we'll begin working on verifying the outline vacancies now. Should we come back here once we've completed the task? Yes, please report back to me once you've completed verifying all 3 locations. I'll leave everything in your capable hands. Alright, now let me check the guide to see if there are anything like... Okay, so you guys know the real reason why I use these guides. I think I've explained it before, but for those who haven't just clicked on this particular playthrough and not gone through the others, I do use guides. I have no shame in using a guide because there is missable content in this game, so I do use the guide to make sure that I don't miss anything. I try to give you guys as much of a 100% playthrough as I possibly can. I know that there's one game that you have to play the game twice in order to get it, but since I can't use my Elgato anymore, I have one of the games on PlayStation 2, so I would be able to do a new game plus for it and like go through that and get the 100%, but I can't use my Elgato anymore, so yeah. I have to buy it on PC. Oh man, so what games are you guys playing? I'll probably ask that earlier in the video, but it was a month ago. So yeah, tell me what you got, what games you guys are playing now. I am actually playing XCOM 2 at the moment. I've been watching a lot of Christopher Odd videos, and it kind of encouraged me to get back into playing XCOM again. I haven't played that game in years. Yep, this is the one. All right, I think this is the vacant house. It has to be the right address. Huh, gate's locked. It doesn't look like anybody's here. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Thing's an empty mansion. Has vines all over it too. It's been here for a while. Agreed. I'm unable to detect any presences from within. I think this house has been abandoned for a little over 10 years now. I remember hearing rumors about this house being haunted back when I was a child. Oh, really? Ellie and I are around the same age, but I've never heard of that rumor at all. At any rate, I think we've successfully verified the vacancy. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so our next one, we need to go to East Street. I'm a little confused. Did they want me to... I guess they wanted me to come in here. That's interesting. Huh. This is the building directly to the right of the Bracer Guild. Wasn't it supposed to be vacant, though? It does not display any signs of vacancy at all. Quite the opposite, actually. Maybe we can check on the maybe we can check with the receptionist and see what the deal is. Alrighty. Hey, yo, buddy. Man, I want to go on another fishing trip sometime soon. I bet you would, wouldn't you? Excuse us, sir. We're with the... Oh, you kids all interested in joining? I'll gladly accept you. Yeah, welcome to the Fisherman's Guild. Oh, that's an old man. He has a mustache. Oh, boy, I'm glad to see you younger fishing enthusiasts joining us. He's like, I heard that there was this crazy pig-tailed girl back in Libero who loved fishing. Anyways, joining the Fisherman's Guild? Pardon me, sir, but what exactly is this place? Even though I've came here before talking to everybody. Oh, sorry about that, kid. This is the gathering grounds of fishing enthusiasts in the Crossbell branch of the Fisherman Guild. Hey, kid. Hey, kid with the blue jacket there. You look like you've handled a few rods before. I can sniff out talent from a sledge away. I say sledge is a mile, I believe. How about it, kid? Looking to get your bait on? What? I'm sure I used to go fishing back when I was a kid. But, I'm working right now. Sorry. I'm impressed at how easily he could tell that Lloyd has fishing experience. These old men mystify me. Man, that caught me off guard. Anyways, this might go without saying, but this building isn't vacant, right? Because according to the records from the city hall, this place should be unoccupied. Ah, crap, they found us out. Anyways, what? Of course it's not. That's impossible. As you can see, we're still in process of planning our next fishing event. While we're on the topic of vacancies, there's an apartment complex by the name of Acacia right up the street. Pretty sure there was a vacant room in there. If that's what you're looking for, maybe. You'll find Acacia two buildings over from us. To the left of the Bracer Guild. Actually, the actual vacancy is 2 buildings away. You're telling me the records were botched? Well, that seems to be the case. In that case, we should head there and confirm it so that the city hall can update their records. Yeah, you probably had some dude who was just being lazy. Excuse me, is anyone home? I am not sensing anyone inside, Lloyd. Huh, seems that way. What are you all doing over there? There's a vacant room. Huh. Looks like we were right on the money. Yeah, the last tenant moved away about half a month ago. I suggest you contact the landlord directly if you're interested in moving in. Well, I guess the vacancy on E Street was referring to this apartment. Did the previous tenant not file a proper papers or something when he split? Man, how lazy can you get? That reminds me. The City Hall receptionist had mentioned that their records may not be completely accurate. I now understand what she meant by it. Okay, so the vacancy on the East Street is room 202 of the Acacia Apartments. I should write down all the details. Alright, let's move on to the next one. It's this building, Lotus Heights. Okay, I was thinking of the other place, guys. The rich people place. Alright. If I'm not mistaken, this is Lotus Heights. Huh. There should be 3 vacancies according to the documents provided by City Hall. Oh, are you with the government? Actually, we're police officers. We're just here to examine some vacancies to help bolster our crime prevention efforts. Vacancies, eh? I only recall there being 1 vacant room here. Are you certain? Are there not 3? No, I don't believe so. It doesn't shock me that the government has trouble keeping up with this kind of information, to be honest. Though I imagine that's probably why the downtown district has fallen into such disrepair. They're more or less giving up on us. And I promise you we're not hiding squatters or anything. But anyways, you're welcome to inspect the rooms as long as you don't disturb the other tenants. Well, thank you, old man. Okay then, shall we take a look? Sounds like a plan. Alright, so that's somebody living in that one. Excuse me, is anyone home? I failed to detect any presence inside. Yep, makes sense. Alright. Check out all the dust on the doorknob, too. I doubt anyone's lived here for a long time. Figures as much. I believe every other unit is occupied, making this the only vacant unit. Okay, Unit 203 of Lotus Heights. Great. Now we've confirmed the details in the documents. Our work here is done. Let's head back to City Hall and report our findings. Alright, heading back to City Hall. Oh, guys, while we go back to City Hall, I have a kind of an embarrassing story. There's this place called Gogi Bop. It's a Korean place. And I went there for lunch on Saturday, and I got their shoyu ramen bowl, right? And then I was eating the ramen bowl, and I was just like, this stuff is good, but I kind of wish they had broth with it. And one of my coworkers was like, no, they should have had broth with it. What are you talking about? So then as I'm getting towards the end of the bowl, I realized that there's a dark spot underneath my bowl. And I was like, wait a minute, hold up. So apparently when you order ramen from this place to go, they put a bowl on top of a bowl. So the top bowl has the ingredients and the bottom bowl has the broth in it. And I was like, are you kidding me? I just ate raw ingredients without broth. That's crazy. So I went back there today for lunch, and yeah, 10 times better with the broth. So that's my little embarrassing story of the week. Hello, everyone. Is the verification process going well? Yeah, we wrapped up a little while ago, and we're here to submit our report. Wow, you even included footnotes for each room numbers. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure Residential Affairs will be more than grateful for the help. I'd rather they worked on being a bit more organized with their documentation instead. All their mistakes had us on one serious wild goose chase. As we are not a part of organization, it may not be our place to comment, but the organization of the original documents was subpar at best. I'm truly sorry for the trouble. Residential Affairs tries their hardest to ensure complete accuracy in their documentation. However, Diet members are constantly putting pressure on them. I hope you will accept my apology on their behalf. No, that's okay. We may have been a little too insensitive. It seems like they have their own share of problems. Right. Members of the cross-pill diet can make life harder for a lot of people. Anyways, I'm glad that we could be of assistance. I know it can get overwhelming at times, so please don't hesitate to contact us for our help again. I agree. Assignments of a similar nature should be no problem for us. Yeah, just say the word and we'll be there. Thank you for the offer. We'll be sure to take you up on that when the time comes. Okay, so I'm kind of seeing something, and this is if you haven't seen the fan translation of this game years ago, then you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But in the fan translation, there seems to be a lot of sentences where people say thank you for your hard work, and they say it a lot. And I can definitely see it in this translation. They don't necessarily say those particular words, but I can see where the translation could have gotten mistranslated from at the very least. So yeah. So we finished that quest, and I believe we have one more. Alrighty, let's start this fight. I've saved. Exterminate. Hey, it's the outro. Oh, that's not fair. This man, he gets to go first. All these bats get to go first. That's not fair. This game's not fair. They're going for Tio first. I figured you were going to hit Tio first. I want to draw this man. I want to draw his attacks. So I want him. We need to analyze. Oh wow, he's super allergic to water art. Yeah, he's allergic to everything actually, but he's highly allergic to water arts. Sounds good. Because he's down on defense and art defense. Oh, he resisted that? Oh, I get to go again? Interesting. Okay. Help Tio out. Yeah, make sure. I want to have oh boy keep pressure on him. Oh yeah, these bats aren't doing much damage. Oh, he can steal health? Ooh, okay, buddy. You're doing too much now. Yeah, Ellie is still in her casting phase, so she wasn't gonna be able to heal. Alright, you can... Oh, yeah. Who am I? Oh, we're playing Lloyd. Not Lloyd. What's his face? Okay, that one ran away. Why not, right? That girl had a big old gun. That's not good. So Ellie is actually hurt. That did nothing. Okay, yeah, so Ellie's the one hurt, so I'm gonna have her. Oh, I can't heal. Okay. Right, she doesn't have any healing arts yet. That's fine. Bro, you gonna get enough of beating me up, or beating my boy Lloyd up. Tio, finish him off. Handle that light work. Got him. Did we level up? Only 19 experience? Bro, that's dog water. Yo, y'all gonna give me some. I forgot how early game monsters don't give you anything. Good work, everyone. Well, that thing was a complete pushover compared to the one Arios took down. That may be so, but as long as we work together, there's nothing that we can't overcome. Okay, Ellie, let's put you at the final boss right now with your current level. Anyways, agreed. Also, I just detected that the lock. I just deactivated the lock on the inner door. That should save us a lot of time, so we should exit that way. Gotcha. When did she even do that? Geofront, I think. Oh no, that was that short. Okay, we got a shortcut. That's all it was.
Hi.
Oh, Lloyd Bannings of the SSS speaking. Oh, it's me. How are things going? Chief Sergey. Actually, we just eliminated the monster from the request. Ah, perfect. I'm glad things are going well. Where are you now? We just exited the Geofront. You're not too far away then. What? I need you guys to investigate something immediately. Drop your support request for now and make it your top priority. Got it. So, what exactly needs investigating? Head over to the downtown district on the double. It's in the southeastern part of the city. Some residents there contacted the police. Apparently, two delinquent gangs that have been at each other's throats are about to start a brawl. What? And stop them, stop them before there's trouble. Good luck, kids. Hold on! Stopping a fight isn't exactly what I called an investigate. He hung up on me. What did he say? Judging by the look on your face, I can tell it ain't gonna be. I can tell it ain't gonna be a good time. Yeah, you could say that. I told him what happened. Delinquent gangs in the downtown district. Didn't we run into some of those brats when we were down there earlier? According to the database, there are two rival gangs who claim the district as their territory, the Saber Vipers and the Testaments. Apparently, skirmishes between the two have become daily occurrences. Well, there never used to be any gangs like that in the city. I guess a lot's changed. Anyways, we should hurry there and assess the situation. We'll have to find a way to calm them down before the situation escalates. I agree. Downtown district it is then. Alright, so we will get to that in the next part. I actually had a ton of fun recording again. It's been a long time since I have. So, with that being said, guys, I will see you all later. And remember, guys, always seek the kingdom of God first. Whenever you are feeling down, just know that you can always go to God. I see some of y'all over there rolling your eyes. I'm kidding. I can't see you guys. I'm not omniscient. But anyways, like I said, guys, always put God first. Keep seeking that kingdom of heaven first. And with that being said, y'all, I will see y'all later. Have a blessed day. Peace.